Hello everyone, welcome back to Flotsam 1.0. So today everyone, we're gonna start with naming some people. If you want to name in the game, let me know in the comments, I'll be glad to add you to the game. So, let's start with naming our first drifter. This is gonna be Jesse, welcome to our town, it's been an amazing time here. So currently we haven't done super much yet, we are drying some wood. We are salvaging for some plastic, some wood, we got some houses and stuff, and we recently got to this place where we can't really take the water yet, which we do require to have some containers for. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's the new thing since I played last time, so I love the progression of different equipment and building and stuff like that. So let's see what we can do today. I think we're gonna look into perhaps getting this one, a research station. New technology can be researched using knowledge. So we need floaters and we need the wooden planks, and I think we might be low on plastic at the moment. And it seems like this one can only get plastic waste from these plastic junk. So that is something that has changed compared to the past. So I'm gonna look into see if we can actually do something else. So here we recycle unrefined resources. So this is the recycler. The sawmill, the shopping block, wood resources into firewood, plastic workshops. So I don't think it's possible at the moment to get back wood in that same way. So let's look around on the map where we want to go. There's like a weathered windmill, never seen that before. So let's maybe give that a go and go to that place, right? Let's back up and let's take a little boat over. Okay, let's see, we just bump into that, see what we got. So here's the little weather windmill. So this one also needs resources. There's a salvage rotor on it, never seen before. That sounds like something very useful. We need power tools, we need shopping tools, a lot of different tools to salvage this beautiful landmark. And over here, take demolition. Oh, we can take tools from this one. But it says it requires salvage boat, okay. I do think we have a place we could get knowledge before. Did we just go past that, or did we gather the knowledge? I'll tell you. We do have 18 books, so we need to get some floaters. So let's look around for plastic waste, pretty much. I think we're just gonna go this way. Let's see what we have over here. There's some plastic, let's go for that. There's a little rural ruins as well, so we can have a look at that. Here's a shop, probably some good food. If we're lucky, maybe even water, maybe. Okay, let's go swimming. And this one we got some plastic junk and furniture. So I'm pretty sure this is where we get wood from, wood junk and plastic junk. Yeah, that makes sense. We're just gonna gather that and then we can make some more floaters pretty much. We could probably like make another of these plastic workshops. Well, like two people working at the same time to be even more productive at times when we need stuff quickly, right? But we're gonna get the research station. Oh, this is a lot smaller than I remember this being. So let's go ahead and maybe over here would be a good spot for that. And I'm just gonna build that up, loot a little bit more plastic over here. Oh, we're done already, wow. Okay, we're just gonna gather that as well. However, our storage is kind of running out, so we need to get some more storage. And now we might be running into this interesting problem that happens sometimes if you get too greedy with looting stuff. You can get out of storage and then you might potentially not have the possibility to craft new resources or drop them somewhere. We'll see what happens. I think we might be safe in this case. So research. We're probably gonna spend some books on this, so they might wait a little bit. So the first thing is rope lashing. Let's go with that. That will unlock a few things. You get rope crafter, storage yard, drying rack, and here we got scrap smith, seaweed growing, basic tools. It feels like it should be possible to break down the wood early on. Am I missing something? They have our wooden planks, right? That's the only thing we can do in this building. And this is electric or plastic, so no wood. would expect the wood to have been inside of this one actually. What did it say over here? Oh, that's the floaters, okay. Yeah, I don't think we can... I have no idea when you can do that nowadays. Maybe we just don't do it, who knows? I thought that we can break this down. Let me know if I'm missing something. It just says recycled junk into unrefined resources. It feels like it should be possible in this one. But to me it's very odd if that's like a late research. It should be like a real early one, right? Get level up for Jesse. Okay, what do we want to give him? So he loves cooking. Let's give him some cooking then. So got more cooking speed, morale boost. If you make people work with what they love, they're gonna work better, they're gonna level faster, and they're gonna be happier. So win, 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 win. So let's see, who was this? Level up for Slushy. Loves athletics and also fishing. I think like getting some athletics is always a good thing. 5% movement speed. I think they might have lowered the buff of that one potentially. But 5% is 5%, so it's gonna be a good upgrade, I think. Run kinda long border. So let's see how the researching is going. We might want to have someone that focuses on that. So go inside of here. We can prioritize a little bit if we want to. Studying to gain experience. We're more researching. So Jesse seems to have a pretty good skill in that. You can also do cooking, but for now I think we focus on research because you have the highest knowledge at this point. Look at that. Getting pretty quick. Okay, let's just move forward, see what we got here. Hardware store. This might have tools soon, considering the thing above the house. So let's have a look. Oh, look at this. This is so good. We can get demolition tool, shopping tool, and precision tool. We're gonna get it all. Even though I need more storage, right? So I wonder if you should potentially... This is something we can get rid of. I kinda wish I could just toss stuff in the water as well, just to like get space, right? It feels like the wood junk is just gonna sit there and not be useful for anything at this point. Okay, we unlocked rope lashing, that's good. Craft various tools used for salvaging. I feel like that would probably be really good. Let's go with that. So only 2 research points, so it should be really quick. So yeah, this thing with storage seems to be an issue with the game still. At least for me it is. Let's see, can we actually toss things here? Because it's a little bit odd because I can't really do anything with wood junk at all, right? Not to my knowledge at least. So I can't get more wood, I can't get more plastic, I can't craft anything with those things. It's a very strange situation. And we're gonna make a rope craft at least. That we can at least clean these out, right? That should give us a little bit more space for now. I did have enough resources for making some. Okay, wait. So we can make a small one. Ah, great. You know, sometimes I wish we could like queue up buildings without having even the resources. Like, okay, I want to make this building, so I can queue it up ahead of time. I don't have to have the resources, but when the resources are available, I will go and do the building. I think that would be real awesome. What do you guys think? This lady's doing a good job building over there. This is going to be crucial that we get. So I would say for now, for the game, I will try to have a look at this one from time to time and not hoard more than we need for some stuff. Like this one, since we can't really dispose it at the moment. We're getting some more floaters, so... Okay, this one even needed rope, okay. So in this one we can turn this seaweed at least, so that's gonna reduce the storage a little bit. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of rope. I have so many seaweeds we can make rope of. And it's gonna be useful as well. So let's see here. Researching, that's not researching, and this one. So this one is it done? Yeah, it is, it's green, okay. So we can go for reconnaissance if we want to. That allows us to have mooring point, which is good if we want to have boats. And do we unlock boats at the same time? Both crafted and moored. Okay, so this could be a good thing to have early on. However, this would also be good. More storage, seaweed growing would also be good. We can actually grow some food. But I'm actually gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with the boats. I like boats. Boats are good. Let's go with that. But now we have to really look into potentially getting some water. And let's see. We made a small water container. But did we make a desalinator? I don't think we have, right? No, okay. But let's make one of those. Just gotta get a few more floaters. And let's check out what the limits are for that. 8, okay, so we're good with that. We can even bump it up so we can store a good amount of everything, pretty much. That we can go this one, we can just... The UI is bugged. I think if we go too quickly from here to here or something. Something like that, and it bugs out a little bit. But no issue. So there we go, crafting ropes. Now we get more storage space, I love it. Great, let's get a desalinator so we can actually start producing some drinkable water. Because we want to have 2, and we don't want to get too low on water. Because if people go without water, they're going to be unhappy, they're going to get sick and tired. So we have to get them some water, right? Blue cod has leveled up, great, okay. Go inside of here. Blue cod loves athletics and crafting. I feel like having some good crafting. Let's go with that. And we could, for example, go in here. And we can set like a lot of people like, oh, they love doing that thing. For me personally, when doing that early on in the game, is you might run into trouble where nothing happens when you have too few people prioritizing some stuff too heavily. So I feel like early on is good to keep them kind of free what they do, except for maybe a few exceptions. For example, Islay here loves going to landmarks and salvaging, and I think all those are quick interaction that we do all the time, kind of. I feel like that is fine. Yes, is the best builder at this point, so we can bump that up slightly. Can go like that. Because then we're going to construct it a bit faster. So I think things that we don't do all the time, that we issue commands from, kind of is a good idea. So going for like crafting at this point, I don't think it would be a too great idea. Maybe fishing could work, but I think stuff like this would be good. Could also be blue cod is good with making water, and we don't have a lot of water at the moment. So I'm gonna queue up to do a lot of water. That's gonna be great. Okay, so let's see. This has been salvaged. Let's go ahead and go over here. Ooh, here's a lot of buildings. Even more over there, some more plastic. Great. So this should be a good place of salvaging good stuff. Then we have an old church. We can scout. We can grab plastic junk. Not gonna take any furniture because it seems like we can't really do anything with that at the moment. If that is the same thing as this, that is. It looks like the same. They have the same icon, but take furniture, and this one is named wood junk. I think they are the same, just different names. Plastic junk, let's go with that. And here you have dismantle appliances. And we do have one of those tools. Electric junk, okay, so it's probably the same as this stuff, right? I'm actually gonna unlock that, we're gonna get that. There's not so many, so it's not gonna take up a huge amount of storage. I do think it's gonna be fine. And maybe a shopping block we should make as well, yes, so if we need more firewood, we can get some more firewood. Then I think we're gonna look into this, making like a storage yard, that would be great. So let's look around a little bit more. Here I have some other things. Was that the one we was at before? No. This one was at least. A hardware store. I still wish I could dive down here. I just wanna go underwater. That would be so cool. Okay, we're getting some water. We still have one, so I think everyone got water this day still, so that's great. So let's look into some research. Wait a moment. I have 80. Okay. I'm mixing up a few things. I think these books, by the way, nowadays, I think they have been for quite a while actually, is something you use to boost your character's levels. And this is a totally separate thing. So you can see there's a knowledge point, and those you actually get obtained by drifter when they gain experience. Happy drifters gain more experience, so keep your people happy and level up, and just infinite explosion of progression, right? That's what we want. So, let's see then. I really want to get that. How far away was we from that one? Really close. Great. Yes, is doing a great job studying that. Here we go. So let's see, what do we need to make that? More point we can do already. So this is going to allow us to travel longer, quicker, to specific landmarks that we couldn't do before. I'm going to have it over here for now. And every time as well we can load more stuff into the boat compared to your swimming, so you're both like traveling faster and swimming, getting around quicker as well. That's great. Okay, so now we have this one. We should be able to make some boats, I think, right? Or do we have to research that as well? So we just can make a mooring point but no boats. Let's see. Let's start at least with make some big dry. Look at that. Huge. That's interesting. Let's go to research. Okay, so we still have to research him. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I thought we would get him with them, but I do have them. The salvage boat, and we get the fishing boat as well. So I'm diving kind of deep into this early on, skipping these for now. So this is probably what we can use the books for. Drifter can store and study books here for experience. And I'm not entirely sure how much faster they can actually get experience by studying books compared to actually working. But it probably is quicker, right? Otherwise, what's the purpose of them, right? But there we go. I'm not sure, do we need to keep making so many ropes? I think we can cancel that for now. We can queue it up later on, but let's cancel that for now. And let's look around a little bit, because I think we should be getting some like wooden planks very soon. Because we have like barely nothing. And here's some food as well, probably. I still kind of miss the click to move around thing, but you can just kind of hold the cursor, the boat kind of went towards it. It was nice. So here we got Lalamako, we got some food, great. And we do have these tools, we can salvage shopping carts. All these beautiful carts we can gather resources from. And do we want to do that? I guess we can. Yeah, let's do it. We have like, we don't really have any metal scrap at the moment, so why not get it? But we do want to make some more storage before we do run out of space yet again. Go like that. Let's make a little walkway. There we go, beautiful. Day 7 report. Okay, so we are kind of okay-ish with both food and water for now. Gonna make some new water just in case. So here we have firewood from junk. So this is something we can actually use the junk for at the moment early on. Okay, so we can take the wood junk and make firewood, or we can use wet wood, dry wood. So I think this is actually pretty good. I was expecting to get like wooden planks or dry wood from like recycling the furniture, but this is okay, I think. Kind of funny idea as well, like as a burn the furniture, right? So I kind of like that. But you can see a comparison. These we spend 2. Get 1 firewood, this would spend 1, get 2, so it depends. We're not using this for anything else at this point, so why not use it for this, I suppose. So I have 1 point at the moment. It would be kind of cool to get 1 more person, but it might be too early. Healthy trees, okay, we're gonna lock that for sure. And let's see, if we go to the map, we've got just a little bit forward. We should still continue to work, I think. But we can go a little bit closer, so we don't have to swim so far, right? And we can go chop down all these beautiful trees on this island. It's gonna be great. Nice. I wonder how this is swim with that on the back. At least it's probably keeping you afloat. Probably a lot of air in night, right? But it also looks very, very troublesome to swim with. Okay, we're getting more research done. Awesome. More water is getting done as well. We're just gonna do that in water. Over in ruins for the salvage. Great. Got some more wood, finally. And this one can drive 5 at a time. I'm wondering if you can get like more upgrades than this like later down the road. I just love being able to like upgrade a building. It's not stuck where it was in the beginning. So not only the upgrade we do have, but other things as like, okay, it's more effective. We have to switch it out to the saw for like a better saw or something like that. Either just producing quicker or potentially even allowing like new crafting possibilities. Maybe you used to get 1 wood, but now you get 2 wood, so it's much of a bigger upgrade. But you can see this one, we can actually upgrade more. So you can see we can have eel electric desalinator, uses eel electricity to remove salt from seawater to generate fresh water. So some of them do have some special upgrades, it seems. We can upgrade these to doer shack, shoulder shack to more fancy building, better ones. Okay, so I think we're good to go again. It looks like I spent a lot of dry wood on something. I don't have a lot of planks. And I don't make firewood with the planks. I think we're getting planks probably. Yeah, we have it in here, yeah. That's fine then. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go towards the wet and wood here and maybe some plastic as well. I feel like just getting these basic resources is a pretty good way to progress your town a little bit. There we go. So some 10 wet wood, some plastic and some floaters. That'd be great. Hopefully this is done very soon. We need 1 more point in it. Then we have to research the sandwich boats. It's gonna be great. Okay, we collected all those. Let's move on then. So where do we want to go? We have a pretty big map to go around on. Let's look around a bit. So I wonder the leaking water tower. I think we could maybe collect it now, but I'm kind of feeling like I want to explore a little bit, so I'm gonna go this way. I want to see what the ocean has to offer. Here's all the leaking water towers, so that's great. Some farm ruins, probably some food over there, right? But let's have a look, see. We can take the demolition tools, and we're gonna do that for sure. Now that we know what we can do with these, we can get that. We have a lot of storage compared to before as well, like 100 more. And to get the water from this is something we can't do, because we do need these containers to be able to gather the water. And I wonder if the containers is a resource that actually get used up when you unlock it. I think you do, but it kind of would make sense if you can reuse the containers in a way. Because why would you toss it away if it's still intact, right? Okay, let's look around a little bit more. Did we unlock the boats? I was gonna check first. Looks like we have the points for doing it. So let's look around. We can't get this one for now, so let's just move on. Here's some farm ruins as well. I think probably all the farm ruins do have some tools. It kind of looks like there's like an icon above their buildings. So you can scout a little bit, you can shop healthy trees, spend some access on that. We do not have this one, no power tools. I assume the rotor is a very good thing to have to upgrade stuff with. Demolition tools, thank you, yes please. I'm not gonna get all the furniture. I have a good amount already, I think. Let's see, did we just finish the research? Yes we did, okay. So we're getting our first boat, and I'm gonna prepare so we can have maybe 2 boats. Let's add another mooring point down here. Then maybe we can add some more storage over here. I'm gonna prepare so we have a space for a little walkway back to town. So we don't have to either go all the way back here, right? But we can just run here, and we don't have to swim, like, to get wet every time we have to travel around, so I think that's gonna be good. Farm ruins has been fully salvaged, great. So do we need to stay here anymore? I mean, I assume if we get the boat down we can try out the boat. So, for example, there's some wood over here. Whatever floats your boat, build a salvage boat. So now we're going out with a boat for the first time, and Slush is going out with a boat. What is Jesse doing? You can do it, Jesse. He's just like surfing on top of the water, or even the air, above you, shopping something. Oh no, he's shopping a whale. Nice. You can do it, Jesse, I believe in you. You can do it. It's like, I'm back. I don't even care anymore, I'm just shopping stuff. That looks so funny. Never seen before. Okay, great. You can see like we got everything in this little boat. Got 9 wet wood in that, great. And if you want we can even go over here. A lot of times I feel like I tend to just move the boat instead, because we do have quite a bit of fuel in the boat. We don't have to do anything advanced to get some more fuel, right? We're gonna make some firewood to make some more water. And now the food is starting to get a little bit lower. Isla Slay Hopper has gone up in level, so we can do recycling fishing. So we can do any, but it's really good crafting already. Let's bump up fishing maybe. So we can do a little bit quicker fishing. I think this one is bugged out probably. Yeah, everyone on level 1, okay. Okay, let's look around again. Where do we want to go? Can we still get new maps nowadays? Like, if we're done on a map, can we still get new maps? Like, can we get an entire new board? It might be some upgrade later on, I don't know. I wonder if one of those rotor upgrades might be a way for potential boat could go around even quicker maybe. I'll make a stop somewhere around here. We might go to the lookout tower as well. Here we got some dry wood. Let's send some over. And now see I'm sending over a boat to it. Stubborn stand of trees that held on. When everything washed away, their wood builds our homes and keeps us warm, so we owe them. But we shop with what we plant back. I'm not sure if we are planting stuff back, but sure. The thoughts, that counts, right? Here's a lot of wood, but we don't have that amount of shopping tools. Ooh. Free tinder. Nice. A lot of dead trees. The skeletal remains of thriving forest, now just brittle sticks pickled in salt. Maybe there's still a sliver of life left in the old bones, enough to help us survive another day. Maybe. But yeah, everyone, I think we're gonna stop here for today, so I hope you enjoyed the new episode of Stonehearth. If you did, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment if you have a name suggestion, or just wanna drop a beautiful comment. I will read it through, and thank you for watching, and super duper happy to have you. So have a beautiful rest of your guys' days, and see you guys soon again. Have a great one, see you soon.